Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we are going to look at the 4 latest Arsenal news. The first Arsenal news is that Ghana Soccer Net has confirmed an exclusive Arsenal update, as they confirm Mikel Arteta has asked Thomas Partey to help Arsenal complete the signing of World Cup Ghana international and Ajax attacker Mohammed Kudus, and convince £50 million star to join Arsenal instead of Manchester United. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta wants to hijack Manchester United's move to sign Mohammed Kudus this summer, with a little help from Thomas Partey. The Gunners and Manchester United are both on the lookout for a new midfielder. As they do so often, they've been linked with many of the same players. And Ajax star Kudus is one of them. Arsenal may have an edge in the race to sign the Ghanaian now. According to Ghana Soccer Net, Mikel Arteta wants Thomas Partey to convince Mohammed Kudus to join Arsenal instead of Manchester United. The report claims Arsenal have joined Manchester United and Liverpool in the race to sign Ajax star Mohammed Kudus in this summer's transfer window. The £50 million rated Ghanaian is almost certain to leave Ajax this summer. I think it is best for both Ajax and Mohammed that he makes a transfer now. Now is the right time, said Kudus' agent, Jennifer Mendelwich told The Telegraph. He has ignored a proposal to extend his contract until the summer of 2026. Now, as the race for his signature heats up, Arsenal are looking at ways to beat Manchester United and Liverpool, and the report claims Partey could make the difference. Arsenal are set to hijack any possible move, with Thomas Partey seen as the man to convince Mohammed Kudus to the club. The outlet writes, the Gunners reportedly employed a similar approach when they were trying to sign Aaron Ramsdale. Agent Bukayo Saka helped out then. And it's Partey's time to step up now, Thomas. Partey is one of Ghana's most successful players of all time. The 29-year-old is highly respected in the Black Stars national team, where Kudus is one of the rising stars. He surely looks up to the Arsenal man, and a good word or two from him this summer could go a long way. Kudus, still only 22, is a phenomenal young player. He has scored 18 goals and provided 6 assists for Ajax this term, and he really does have the potential to become a top player in the coming years. It will be interesting to see if Partey's influence can help Arsenal beat Manchester United and the rest for Kudus' signature. The second Arsenal news is that The Athletic has confirmed an exclusive Arsenal update, as they confirm Arsenal reportedly want to complete the signing of Denmark international and Atalanta forward Rasmus Hojlund. He can run 100m in under 11 seconds. Arsenal reportedly want to sign Atalanta forward Rasmus Hojlund, who has been praised for his unbelievable pace. Atalanta manager John Piero Gasperini spoke to The Athletic about the young Danish striker. He praised the 20-year-old who has had to step up and become the Italian club's first-choice striker almost immediately after joining from Sturm Graz. He stepped up to the task, scoring 8 goals this season in 30 appearances. Although he has not been particularly prolific, his movement off the ball, dribbling and hold-up play in dangerous areas make him a difficult striker to deal with. Arsenal have been linked with a move to sign Rasmus Hojlund this summer. A £60 million price tag has been suggested, with Atalanta likely hoping for a bidding war to break out if they do decide he's available. Chelsea are also interested in Hojlund, and Newcastle are looking at the youngster after qualifying for the Champions League. He's already scored 5 goals in 4 senior international appearances for Denmark. Hojlund could be the next Scandinavian striker to take the Premier League by storm very soon. Gasperini was asked about the 20-year-old and said, he has very similar characteristics to Erling Haaland. Not just his face, he is so quick. He's under 11 seconds over 100m, and that's not even trying very hard, considering his height. He has a low center of gravity and can move his legs very fast. He has very important qualities and he has demonstrated them. He is very young and he must not think that he has nothing more to learn. The stairs to improve are endless. He must not lose humility and mentality. If Arsenal were to sign Hojlund, he would be the perfect backup to Gabriel Jesus. The Brazilian has shown how good he is at getting involved in the team's build-up play in deeper areas. However, he's not scored as many goals as he would have liked since his long injury layoff. Hojlund is exactly the sort of striker defenders would hate to see come off the bench as they start to tire. He can make runs through the lines that put pressure on offside traps and would be a very different option to what Arsenal currently have. The only question is whether Arsenal want to part with that much money on a forward when they have other priority. The third Arsenal news is that Nevzat Dindar has confirmed an exclusive Arsenal update, as he confirms Arsenal submit £14 million bid to complete the signing of French international and Galatasaray right-back Sasha Boey. He can run 100m in under 11 seconds. Arsenal have submitted a €17 million, £14.7 million bid for Galatasaray right-back Sasha Boey. According to reports in Turkey, the 22-year-old has been one of Galatasaray's standout performers this season and has played a key role in putting the club on the brink of winning their first league title in 4 years. Meanwhile, Mikel Arteta has played Ben White as his first-choice right-back this season and is keen to strengthen that area of Arsenal's defence in the summer transfer window. Earlier this week, Galatasaray's vice-president, Erden Timur, travelled to London for talks over a deal for Boey, and according to Nevzat Dindar, Arsenal have now tabled a €17 million, £14.7 million offer to Galatasaray for Boey. However, the Turkish club are understood to be holding out for a €25 million, £21.7 million fee and are unwilling to let the defender leave for less than that figure. It remains to be seen whether Arsenal can agree on a deal with Galatasaray in the coming weeks. The Gunners are one of the biggest clubs in the Premier League and they will be an attractive destination for most players. The 22-year-old right-back will be tempted to join them if there is a concrete offer on the table this summer. Mikel Arteta needs to add more depth to his defence and signing a quality right-back should be a top priority for him. Boey has shown his quality in the Turkish league and he has the ability to play in the Premier League as well. The 22-year-old will want to take the next step in his career and a move to Arsenal could help him improve further and develop into a better player. He will be competing against world-class attackers in the Premier League and it could accelerate his development. Boey, who joined Galatasaray from Rennes in 2021, still has 2 years remaining on his current deal with the Turkish side. However, the French defender has made it clear that he would be open to leaving Galatasaray at the end of the season. I've experienced the lows and the highs with Galatasaray. My performance is consistent now, Boey told L'Équipe last month. I think it's time to turn a corner but we'll see at the end of the season depending on what happens. The final Arsenal news is that Fabrizio Romano has confirmed an exclusive Arsenal update, as he confirms Arsenal are vying to complete the signing of Burkina Faso no international and Bayer Leverkusen defender Edmond Tapsoba. They compete with Spurs for the frightening 24-year-old. Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur are reportedly both keeping tabs on Bayer Leverkusen's Edmund Tapsoba. This is according to Fabrizio Romano, who urged Gunners and Spurs fans to keep an eye on transfer talk involving the player. The Transfer Insider name-dropped Arsenal and Spurs as two of Tapsoba's suitors amid interest from Premier League clubs. Romano added that the race remains absolutely open and that Leverkusen will only sell for huge money. Frightening, Arsenal and Tottenham could both do with bolstering their central defence over the summer. The Gunners struggled after William Saliba suffered an injury, while Spurs struggled full stop. Tapsoba would be a great shout for both Arsenal and Tottenham in wake of his heroics at Leverkusen. The 24-year-old has made 46 appearances for his club this term, clocking up almost 4,000 minutes of football. Tapsoba has also won 34 caps for Burkina Faso and played at the 2022 Africa Cup of Nations. Last year, the Bundesliga website sung his praises, calling him a powerful and super-quick defender with frightening heading abilities. Meanwhile, his former coach at Vitória Guimarães has backed him for superstardom. I'm sure he will continue his development and become one of the greatest players in the world, Ivo Vieira told Kicker, via Bula News. He can end up where he wants to, at one of the world's biggest clubs. In terms of price tag, there aren't any new reports, but in 2021, one report claimed Leverkusen wanted around £60 million for Tapsoba. Since his contract runs until 2026, the club pretty much holds all the cards. Therefore, the likelihood is it would be just as high now, if not more. We'll see what happens in the coming months, but Arsenal and Spurs would certainly be getting themselves a top player in Tapsoba. Do you know the Arsenal news on James Maddison? You will enjoy this video on your screen too.